Alright, man, it's that time of year again. It's the winter. It's time for the winter arc. Have you been tired of feeling the same? Looking the same? Falling off track? Maybe not staying consistent? Wanting to go after your goals but never actually achieving it? Now is the time to actually lock in. The truth is, you don't need a winter arc. You should have already been locked in, right? The people who make real progress do this shit year round. They don't need an arc. But if you haven't started yet, or you just want to take yourself to the next level, follow this step-by-step guide. You can transform in 90 days. I'm going to walk you through every single step that you need. So make sure you stick to it. You implement these steps that I give you if you actually want to transform your life. So the first step, set your goal. You cannot do this if you don't have a goal. What do you want to focus on? Is it fitness, self-improvement, a new skill, making money, new hobby, new thing, new habit? Choose something. Most of you probably aren't happy with the physique you have right now. And if that's the case, then you got to make fitness a priority. So why is it important to you? Why is it important for you to build more muscle? Why do you care? Why do you want to look better? What is that going to do to you? How is it going to change your life? How's it going to make you feel if you actually built 10 pounds, 20 pounds of muscle, lost 40, 50, maybe it's just a couple pounds of that stubborn belly fat that you got to lose, right? How is it going to change your life when you make it happen? And you have to have a strong why. It has to be extremely important to you, because there's going to be days where you don't feel like going to the gym. There's going to be days where you want to just give up. And this is why you write down your why. You write down why you want to do this, why you clicked on this video to transform your life. And you stick to it and you look at it every single day and you remember the reason why you're doing this, and that's how you're actually going to be able to hit your goal. But now that you have the goal, you know what you need to do. You need a step-by-step plan to get you there. So the first thing, you need to spend a couple hours actually working towards this goal. So how are you going to get those extra hours out of your day? Because you probably have a busy schedule. You're a busy guy. You're a busy dude. You got shit to do. You might have school. You might be working multiple jobs. And you got bills to pay. You got shit to do, right? So this is why you wake up early. What happens when you wake up early? You get an additional an hour, maybe 2 hours out of your day, exactly for that goal that you need to level up, right? So how do you do it though? How do you actually wake up early? You need to go to the bed at the same time every single day. If you want to get the proper amount of sleep, you need 8 hours. Ideally, I feel my best when I get 8 hours. If it's under 8 hours, we can make it through, and that's the thing. You got to push it, but ideally you want to get 7 to 8 hours every single night. So go to bed 10 p.m. Choose a time. 10 p.m. is pretty early, but if you can do that consistently, then do it. And then wake up 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever it is. Just stick with it every single day. You don't want to have a screwed up sleep schedule. You really don't. That's one of the best things you can fix right off the bat. So then you get those extra hours to grind. So what you need to do though, when you're learning a new skill, when you're learning something new, is you need to get educated. Because otherwise you're going to be wasting those hours. You don't want to waste those hours. Getting up early, that's great, but it's what you do with that time that you get. So make sure you're actually learning the right things so you build the physique, so you do the right workouts, and you're not just in the gym spending fucking 5 minutes doing a pointless exercise, right? You can educate on YouTube. There's so much internet. There's so much value you can get on the internet. Right here is you're doing the right thing by clicking on this video. But if you want extra help, extra guidance, you can get things like a teacher. You can get things like a coach, a one-on-one coach. That's what I offer. I'm taking on some more people. So first link down below, we can hop on a call. I have a whole program that I take people through. So if there's something you don't know, guess what? You can ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT will tell you what you need to know. But once you actually learn, once you get educated, you need to put in the action, put in the work. So if you want to level up your physique, then go to the gym three to 5 times a week and stay consistent with that. If you can't do 5 times a week, then do 3 times a week. But make sure you're doing that every single week. Don't do 7 days a week one day. Hoo-hoo, look at me, I'm doing 7 days a week, and then 2 days the next week. Nah, man, if you can't do 5 days every single week, then don't do 5 days, do 3 days. But really, that is enough days to make a great physique. And the most important thing is you're getting your rest in too. A lot of you guys want to go full hard, full crazy. You get motivated and you push yourself too hard. You need to have rest. You need to have balance. And that's why 3 to 5 times a week really is perfect to maximize building muscle. Now, on top of that, cardio, right? We don't want to just get fat this winter. It's pretty easy to get fat with the holidays coming up, all the sweet treats, all the good food. Your grandma's probably going to make you some nice brownies, some nice cheesecake, or maybe an apple pie, fruit pie. It's easy to get fat, right? So that's why we do cardio. We do cardio to maximize our metabolism, to constantly have a higher metabolic rate. And actually, it's not only that, not only is it cardio good for staying skinny, staying slim, not getting overweight, it's good for your overall health. It's good to be an athlete. You don't want to feel out of breath all the time, do you? What's the point of having muscle if you can't even walk up a flight of stairs, right? That's why we do cardio. 10,000 steps. You don't got to go crazy with it. Depends where you're at. But 10,000 steps is a great amount every single day to stick with. Not only that, but mentally as well. Mentally, it's good for you. Track your calories, boys, because you can do all the cardio in the world, but if you're eating like a pig, you're never going to see results. So your nutrition has to be dialed, right? Hit that protein goal. Literally 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. When you eat high protein, you completely transform your physique. So one thing I do, I wake up, I get breakfast. I have 3 or 4 meals. Every single meal is packed with protein. Breakfast, we're doing Greek yogurt and eggs right when I wake up. Actually fueling my body, giving it the nutrients I need so I'm not wasting my time in the gym. Now, there are going to be challenges. This is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. There's a reason why a transformation is a transformation. And it's not just like, there's a reason why most people can't make a transformation. Most people stay in the same place because it's hard. And it's going to be depressing. There's going to be days where you feel like shit, where you don't want to get up out of bed. When you just want to scroll, watch that next reel, watch that next video. Maybe click on that dark website that you shouldn't be looking at. There's going to be days you're going to want to do that. You're going to be tempted. You're going to have those temptations. You have to ignore them. You have to be stoic, and you have to really stick true to your why, to why you're doing this. That's why we write that down first. And literally just force the discipline. Like, you just wake up, you could be lost right now. There's days where I feel like that all the time, where I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Where am I going with all of this? It's easy to get lost, and that's why we have these non-negotiables. That's why we have the daily habits that we write down, and we stick with it every single day. No matter how we feel, we do the daily habits. That's how you don't actually get lost, because you have a reminder. You have the tasks that you do, and as long as you do those daily habits every single day, that's what's going to get you to transform, because your mind will literally tell you, oh, I want to scroll. I want to sit down on the couch and watch Netflix and play video games and do all this bullshit. But if you have that checklist of those daily habits that you need to do, you're going to do it no matter what. And if you don't, you'll feel like a failure. So if you don't want to feel like a failure, all you have to do is just those daily habits that you need in order to transform. Once you get those out of the way, you're good, right? That means you had a productive day. If you can. I mean, obviously not every day is going to be perfect. Like, you're going to slip up on your diet. You're going to miss the gym maybe you want to. Like, something's going to come up. But if you can, you make it a goal to hit your daily habits every single day. And then on top of that, when I did this shit, if you don't know, I competed in a bodybuilding show a couple of months ago. And it was an insanely hard challenge to go through. It was one of the most challenging things I've ever gone through. Bodybuilding, man, it is not easy. I was so hungry. Like, the diet I was on, the thing I had to do to lose 30 pounds in the short amount of time frame was not healthy. So obviously there were days where I literally had terrible sleep. I couldn't go to bed because I was just so hungry. I kept showing up though. I didn't slip on the diet. There was days where I hung out with my friends. They all had pizza in front of me. I didn't eat the pizza. I had my chicken. I had my straight up chicken breast. Now, that is extreme, and you really don't need to take it that far. Even if you're trying to lose body fat, you should do it the healthy way, which is a consistent, slow calorie deficit, so you don't lose muscle, so you have good hormones, so you literally can stick with it, so it's sustainable. Because a lot of you guys, you follow these diets, You do this shit and you fall off track because it's not sustainable. You go too hard too quick. And then you lose the progress. You gain the weight back after you do these crazy diets, after you do these crazy things. The winter arc, yeah, it's a 90-day challenge, but it should be something that you do the rest of your life. What's the point of going through a transformation if you gain all the weight back and you lose it? You don't want to end up like that. So make sure it's sustainable. Make it sure whatever diet you're doing, whatever challenge, whatever habits you have, that you can actually show up and do it every day. Now, it's not going to be easy, should be difficult, but actually achieve it. Don't just talk about it, act on it, and rest. Like, that's why I was saying have the rest days, because this is where you can reflect. This is where you can, allow yourself to recover, to let the fatigue die down. Like, if you're training hard and pushing it in the gym, training to failure like you should be with every single set that you take, you should be resting. Your body is going to go through a lot. You're going to be sore. If you do a workout that you haven't done in a while, yeah, your body's going to be sore, and that's why you do the rest. That's where you have rest days. Now, don't be fat on your rest day, right? That's why we get to 10,000 steps every day, because we're still staying active. We're still doing shit on our rest days. We're just allowing our body and our mind to recover. And if you feel like you're putting in all this work, you're not seeing anything, you're getting demotivated, still just hating the way you look, you feel like your physique isn't changing, you feel like you're not making progress, that's why we track. That's why you need to document this every single day. Write down like what workouts you're hitting. Write down the calories you're eating. Write down your weight. Weigh yourself. You don't necessarily have to write it down. Actually track it. Actually be aware of the shit that's going on that you're doing every single day. Weigh yourself right when you wake up, because then you can actually see if you're going in the right path. If your weight isn't changing, then you got to switch things up. Don't just keep doing the same thing if it's not working, right? That's why we track. That's why we document. Because if you're doing everything right, you should be seeing changes every single month. It might not feel like it, but when you take the progress photo in the mirror and you look back at yourself a month ago, like, you will see slight changes. You will. And if you gain strength, your weight changes, then you're doing the right thing. So keep it up, because a lot of you guys are too hard on yourself. Make sure if you actually do change, like, you got to feel good about that. And that's why we do it. That's why we document everything, because you are putting in the work. Now, once you actually go through it, you completely transform. You're doing all the right steps. You're doing the daily habits. You're showing up when you feel depressed, when you feel lost and tired and hungry and fucking out of it. You show up and you've done everything properly. You've done the work. Reflect on it. Write down the shit that you missed. Write down the shit that you did well, and write down what you were there days where you were scrolling a little too hard? Write that down. Write that down so you can reflect on it, and so you can be aware of the shit that you're doing wrong. Because a lot of you guys just let the day take you by. You just drift through the day. If you want to maximize every single day, maximize your physique, be a top 1% man. This is why you reflect. This is why you write down what you did wrong. You record yourself. You document yourself. You see, how you're actually speaking, how you're actually changing. Everything. You document it, but you can't just document it. You have to reflect on it. You have to watch it back. That's what truly, allows you to take yourself to the next level. And then you cut out those bad habits. You cut out the things that you regret. You cut out the things that you wish you didn't do. If you like vaping and drinking too much alcohol, you cut that out. If you notice that it's holding you back and it's pissing you off, it's making you tired, it's not allowing you to hit your goals, then cut it out already, bro. Cut that shit out. Cut out the vape. You're a full-grown man and you vape. You're a full-grown man and you still watch other people. All right, we get it. You know the things. I'm not going to go too crazy. You know the things you should be cutting out. You know the bad habits that you do. And it's not going to be easy. But how important are your goals? Do you truly want it? Do you? Because a lot of you guys are not acting like it. But some of you actually did, and that's why, you share the before and after. Some of you are driven. Some of you actually have what it takes, and you can make a transformation. Everybody has what it takes. You can do it. Anybody can lose 30 pounds. Anybody can do it. It's not like your metabolism. It's not like, I'm not built for that. I'm a hard gainer, or, I'm an endomorph. Like, you all have it. Don't blame your genetics. You can all do it. Now, there are all different situations, But you have what it takes. You do. So go through it. Go through it, document it, and what are the next steps you're going to take? Maybe you achieved your dream physique, but you're not done, are you? You have other things that you need. You have your mindset. You have everything else that you need to accomplish. There's always more. And the thing is, you can always look better. You can always improve something. You can always make more money. You can always change your habits. Wake up earlier. Get a little more shredded. Lose an extra additional of that stubborn belly fat. You can always get better. So write down the next steps that you need to take. And that is how you actually go through a winter arc. That's actually how you make a transformation. You follow these steps and you implement them. Don't just watch this video and click on another one. Actually implement it. I want you guys to succeed. I love every single one of my supporters. Anybody who took the time to watch this, I appreciate you. And I want you to succeed. If you feel like you can't do this on your own, you want to have the extra accountability and guidance and the full blueprint that will guarantee you your dream goal, then first link down below. You can hop on a call with our team and we can get you set up with a plan. We're dropping more sauce. I'm going hard this winter. I'm acting on it too. Peace, chap.